Hello, I am KHM, and it is a particularly hot day today. The air conditioner is broken, and I'm sitting here drinking a room temperature drink. And we are going to play some FTL. Now, Harkugan recently bought the game for himself, and has gotten me playing it again, so I figured, let's do another playthrough. This time, not the Kestrels. We've already done the Kestrel, which I have unlocked Type B for, which is kind of cool. And I think we're going to use the Torus. Now, before we get started, this game rewards sick, twisted individuals. And there's no individual that is more sick and twisted than the Engis. Their ship is based around the whole concept of just being a sick and twisted bastard. Look at this, the Ion Blast Mark II. They start with the Ion Blast Mark II. This is the kind of weapon that you have nightmares about. You dream of dying other ways. Because this weapon does not, as you can see from the description up there, this weapon disables systems without damaging them. And the Ion Blast Mark II is enough to keep something shut down through a Layer 4 shield. Now, if you're not too experienced with this game, you're probably wondering, what on earth could be so scary what on earth could we be shutting down that would be so scary? I'll just adjust my pop filter here, because it's kind of sliding out of its position. And the answer to that question is life support. You shut down life support and they suffocate. Slowly suffocate. And sometimes you'll have a ship with a medibay that is able to keep them sort of alive almost indefinitely in a suffocating state. This is an absolutely nightmarish condition to be in. And the Engis just base their whole ship around what should be a war crime. So, I think we should call him Serial Killer. The USS Serial Killer. I would put the USS part in there, but I don't think there's actually enough room for that. So our ship is going to be named the Serial Killer. And yes, I know, that is cereal as in breakfast cereal. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Tip. Selling. Weapons, drones, augments can be sold for half the purchasing price at stores. Click on the Sell tab at the top. 1. Continue. Alright. Let's head off in this way sort of direction. Now, oh, no, before we do that, we need to position our guys. The human goes to the weapon, the Engi goes to the engines. We need to power up our Ion Blast Mark II, power down our medibay, and I'll transfer the power over to the engines, and I'll keep the other two for the anti-ship drone. Now, I'm going to do one sector per episode of this playthrough. So this will be episode 1, and sector 1. You're hailed by a rebel ship. When the rebellion is complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. And they arm their weapons. Let's see. Another thing, this game, it really encourages you to ride the pause button, which is really cool for me because my favorite thing to do in a game and in a movie is to ride that pause button. Okay, let's see what they got here. Okay, this weapon probably isn't going to be too much of a threat. It probably only shoots one projectile, but this is going to be a scary one to deal with. Because it teleports bombs past my shields into my ship. Which sucks. So we're going to shut down their weapons and activate an anti-ship drone to help deal with them. Now, to see how truly scary this weapon is, look at its rate of fire. That is an absolutely terrifying weapon. And I've had 2 of these before, at the same time, with an additional ion weapon that wasn't quite a Mark II blaster, but was pretty awesome. And they're gone. We took no damage. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap metal. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 16 scrap. Pretty nice. Alright, let's jump over to here. Now, we're going to want to save up our scrap until we have 50, which will give us the next level of shields. Scanners are showing intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be found in the database. Shall we investigate? You land a small shuttle in an enormous field, whose only occupants are small, bright-colored, 6-legged, horse-like animals. Could they be what your scans picked up? Let's try to communicate peacefully. You try to communicate in every possible way you can, but they just stand there, silently judging you with their large, expressionless eyes. You prepare to leave. Okay. Alright, we have another ship here. A small rebel ship is docked at a small station. You try to lay low, but it spots you. Power up its weapons. Okay, yes. We're gonna want to take care of these guys. Quickly. That laser right there fires at least 2 objects, and that's a beam weapon. This will easily cut through my shield and do some damage. And beam weapons are scary when you have no shields, because they do a lot of damage. So we're going to want to shut down their shields and just destroy them as quickly as possible. Thankfully that beam weapon can't cut through 1 layer of shielding, so as long as I have shields up, I'm safe from its evil doing. This should go fairly quickly. They only have 6 hull points left. Make that 5. Shoots their O2. Oh no, their FTL is charging. Whatever shall I do? Well, let's focus fire on their bridge now. Okay, let's focus fire on their weapons, because their bridge is quite thoroughly destroyed. One more hit and they're goners. And there they go. We got 1 missile, 1 drone parts to replace the one that we used to destroy their ship, and 18 scrap. Here is the bad field of doom and despair. We must not let that catch up with us. An asteroid field. Yikes. Asteroid fields are bad. Because they're basically projectiles themselves. Disable their weapons. You know what? We probably don't even need an anti-ship drone here. Okay, that's this one that can damage my shields, but we still have problems because, okay, good, it fired while my shields were up. Hey, see, I'm just gonna let the asteroids take care of them if I can. Uh-oh, they're charging up their FTL. Okay. That's their bridge, by the way. I'm keeping it disabled. Without a bridge, they can't do anything. It also means that any asteroids or projectiles have a 100% chance of hitting them. Yes, and by the way, I've started using keyboard shortcuts here. Cool, but we can't give ourselves another layer of shields while we're in an asteroid belt. Have to go somewhere else to work on our ship. Federation encrypted signals being broadcast from nearby planet. Let's investigate. You find secret Federation outposts, but it appears the rebels have found it before you. The place is empty and fate. Blood stains can be seen in the living quarters. Find the encrypted signal emitter and shut it off before leaving. Alright, let's get ourselves... Oops, that was the wrong button. A second layer of shields. Now, shields, unlike the other ones, require 2 power levels to be bought for it, which sucks, but oh well. There we go, 2 layer of shields. Yes, that will make things so much easier for me. Now let's go this way. Okay, we found you at last, prepare to die. Oh, crap. Did I just see what I thought I just saw? Please don't let it be what I think I just saw. Please don't let it be. Shit, it is! Oh man, I really, really, really hate these things. Oh. When did my door controls get damaged? What must have happened to the asteroid belt? I just didn't notice. I'm gonna have to... Right. Anti-ship drone. Transfer power from one of our shield levels to it. Where is it gonna hit? Where is it gonna hit? Shoot. Just get out of there, dude. You can't deal with it. Well, actually, maybe he can. Pull up power from the engines to the Medi Bay. Okay, sweet, sweet. Okay, we're gonna eat. Our ion weapon is keeping their boarding drone disabled, and hopefully my guy can destroy it, or at least keep it distracted while my anti-ship drone takes them out. Now, the augment that I have, I'll show it after this battle. Oh, they're trying to get away. The pricks. How dare they try to get away? I'll disable their bridge. Ah, you know, here come. Thing causes a freaking breach every time. Like, accept their surrender? Hell no, not after they sent another one after me. Wait, where is it? There it is. Alright, go play with them. Okay, yeah, we got a lot more stuff for waiting around. Now, there's a hull breach in that room, like this one here. And the stripes there indicate that that he needs to get out of there now. The stripes indicate that there's not enough air in there to support life. So anybody in those rooms take damage because the room is essentially decompressed. But he needs to take care of this anti-personnel drone before the hull can be patched. Which sucks. But at least it's not a room that I would have problems with. The life support room. That one can be a pain to work on if it gets a hull breach, especially if it's damaged in the hull breach. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fast forward through the rest of these repairs. They're not particularly interesting. Alright, I was going to show the augment my ship has. The NG Medibot Dispersal floods the ship with NG Nano Medbots, healing the crew even when they are outside of the medibay at a reduced speed. So it basically turns the entire ship into a medibay. They just don't heal as fast as when they're in the actual medibay. There, now we can pull the power, put that somewhere else. Excuse me. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to upgrade our ship's sensors to level 2, so that way we can see inside of enemy ships. We don't have any scrap, so we won't bother going to the store. Ooh, Defense Drone Mark II. I don't actually like Defense Drone Mark IIs, I prefer the Mark Is. The reason for that is the Mark IIs will shoot any projectile that comes at the ship, whereas the Mark Is will only shoot missiles. Now that sounds like Mark IIs would be better, but they tend to start shooting things that the shields would normally stop and miss the missiles because of it. Okay, and we are, great, I hate these levels. Basically, we are close to a sun that will have solar flares that will set the ship on fire. Let's see. Oh! And they have missiles, which will pierce the shields. And this laser here will only go through one shield, so we're good with just one shield against that. Yeah, we'll just pull up a anti-ship drone. Normally, if the sun wasn't there, well, no, actually, I couldn't pull up the defense thing because our systems can't handle a defense drone Mark II. So never mind. We'll just do this. Now, I've found through experience that the best way to deal with the fires that you get from the solar flares is to just depressurize the parts of the ship where you aren't, basically. That will put out any fires that are created from the solar flares quite quickly. And you just hope that they don't damage something important in the process of burning chute, like that one currently is. Okay, cool. The fire went out before it took out my drone there. They're powering up their FTL. Of course, they can't actually charge up their FTL without somebody at the helm. So... good timing! Fire just knocked my drone offline. Alright, and we'll jump somewhere else quickly. I'll jump over to here. This was not a good jump. Alright, let's see. This probably only fires one projectile, so we're probably good with our one shield. That missile, though, that missile is going to be a problem. Alright, NG, I need that. I need the drone. Oh, just filled with oxygen just in time. I need an anti-ship drone now. And I also need to fire my frickin' ion blast. Doesn't do me any good to have it sitting there. Shoot. Ah, yeah. Damn missiles. I hate missiles. Oh, cool. Anti-ship drone now. Well, we didn't fare nearly as badly as I had feared. Go repair the shields. Alright. Quickly repair up our ship. Oh, you there. Power up shields. And let's jump. Let's go to this nebula and hope it doesn't cut our power in half. Doesn't look like it did, which is good. Okay, it appears that an automated rebel scout was positioned within the nebula to warn of your passing. Powering up its FTL. Shit. Alright, focus fire on its weapons. Pull out the anti-ship drone. Or the anti-ship, yeah, drone thing. Fire on this bridge there if we can. Now their weapons. Okay, now just the bridge. Because the nice thing about these automated drones is while they do repair their systems without needing any guys to actually do the work, they do it at a greatly reduced rate. So once you knock something off, it's offline. It stays offline for a while, which is nice. It's one of the few good things about fighting these guys. And there they go. 7 scrone, 1 drone part to replace the one we spent. And some missiles, I think that's what it was. Yes. Let's see what's over at this nebula. Let's attack the ship. Because we need the stuff. Well, oh, I was just about to say, well, at least they don't have a boarding drone. Guess what's currently heading towards my ship? That's right, you guessed it. A boarding drone. Damn it. So I need to focus on that. Transfer weapons to... well, I would need to do that anyway because of the damn teleporting thing there. And transfer power to the mini-base, that way we can fight them a bit. Oh no, not that room. That is not the room I want them to be in. And there goes their teleporting bomb thing, which has damaged my shields. NG, go put out fire if you can. Okay, he can't put out that fire. We're just gonna have to depressurize the entire thing. Hopefully it'll happen quickly. It didn't, and we lost our shields, which means that we are going to be we're in for a world. Oh dear! And they just took out my engines, meaning that all shots fired from here on out are guaranteed hits. Maybe we can stop focusing on the drone there and start focusing on their weapons. Well, they're dead. That's good. Let's close our doors. Get to repairing things. Okay, retransfer power around. Alright. You know what, let's buy some more power, which will be used for anti-ship drone if we need it. I think we can get 2 more if we go to nebulas, so we'll go to this nebula here. There's nothing here. Alrighty then. Now we'll go ahead and move on to the next sector, assuming that there's nothing here. There's nothing here. So, this wraps up episode 1. Once again, I am KHM, and in the next episode, Sector 2!